America, land of the automobile. In 1970, America's love affair with cars was in full swing. Americans had driven their gasoline-powered vehicles over 1 trillion miles in that year alone, and they showed no signs of slowing down. The OPEC oil crisis of 1973 changed all of that almost overnight. Some said it was an Arab reaction to U.S. support of Israel in the Yom Kippur War. Others saw it as nothing more than a monopolistic effort to control oil supply and demand. Whatever the reasons, the consequences were obvious. As fuel prices rose, shortages accumulated, and lines grew longer at the gas station. A few enterprising individuals turned to an alternative form of transportation, the electric car. Small-time companies began gasoline to electric conversions of cars such as Datsun, Renault, and AMC Pacer.
It ain't no race car. It ain't no pace car. It ain't no cake car. It ain't no bubble car. Pacer's the bubble car. Pacer's the bubble car. Pacer's the bubble car. Alright.
The story of the electric pacer begins here, in Cleveland, Ohio, when a group of vocational teachers, led by Dennis Eichberg and Warren Harhay, comes up with a unique student project, the conversion of several gas-powered vehicles to electric drive. Out of this simple student initiative would emerge the Electric Vehicle Association, or EVA. This company would prosper throughout the 70s, converting, marketing, and selling not only every Pacer model, including the wagon, but also electric conversions of Ford Fairmonts and Escorts. Unfortunately, the end of Pacer production in 1980 also meant the end of EVA. With no other supplier of parts for their flagship vehicle, the change of pace electric Pacer ceased production in 1980, and the company itself went out of business shortly thereafter. Though the Pacer has come and gone, there are still many out there who consider it a very exciting ride. Like its gasoline-powered contemporary, the electric Pacer was a very exciting vehicle to drive. At the heart of the change of pace were 20 deep-discharge 6-volt batteries linked in series to provide a 120-volt traction system. A 21st battery powered all accessories on the Pacer, including windshield wipers, headlights, and radio. The battery charger installed on board could accommodate both 110 and 220 volt AC power systems. The motor itself was a 22 kilowatt unit with 100 CFM forced air ventilation. Next to the engine was a gasoline heater integral to the car's ventilation system. This heater was refilled via a nozzle in the car's gas tank. The car was equipped with front dual hydraulic disc brakes and drum brakes in the rear, as well as a cable-operated handbrake. Because of the weight of extra components, the change of pace was slightly heavier than your regulation Pacer, weighing it at 4,150 pounds versus 3,200 on the standard model. Although the weight gave the change of pace a smoother ride, a beefed-up suspension system had to be installed to accommodate this extra load. To assist with weight distribution, the change of pace came standard with steel-belted radial tires, as opposed to the standard bias ply. With all this, as well as rack and pinion steering, optional automatic or manual transmission, as well as a host of other optional features available, the change of pace electric pacer was truly a great vehicle with great performance. Riding in an electric pacer was an experience all its own, with a top speed in excess of 55 miles per hour, a range of 30 to 50 miles per charge, and an average energy usage of 0.6 kilowatt-hour per mile. The change of pace was an ideal vehicle for the average commuter. Though both the AMC Pacer and the change of pace are today hallmarks of a bygone era, the Pacer's unique design and its creative adaptation by a group of vocational school teachers still has echoes in the car community today. The Pacer's curves can be seen in modern-day sports cars, modern-day sport utility vehicles, and a few places round and about. Indeed, it can truly be said that both the AMC Pacer and the change of pace set a new standard in and a new pace for modern-day automobiles.
In the years ahead, higher gasoline prices and government regulations will leave car buyers with two choices, small and smaller. The choice in big cars will be limited. The 1977 AMC model lineup should leave little doubt that small cars are here to stay, and so are we.